Fuck. What's up, man? Let me take you for a little spin, man. Show you what it feel like.
I gotta go make these drop-offs.
Man, you think you're the only one out here working, B? Gotta make drop-offs too, B. Come on, man, get in, man. I ain't taking no for an answer, man.
Welcome to the 290 Moe podcast. I appreciate you for coming on to the show. If you could introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
Good evening. My name is Darriah Zipporah Springfield. Yes, that's my whole name. Darriah Zipporah Springfield. And I am a native of Chicago. Introduce myself could be long, but I'll keep it simple. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have different businesses. One, The Power Within, where I'm the CEO and visionary, and I assist Black businesses, networking, promoting. My motto is building Black people, Black communities, Black businesses. And that's my baby right now. So amongst the other things that I do, I have a t-shirt printing company that me and my sister co-own together, So Springfield Sisters. And she's a seamstress, so we get down with the get down. Mm-hmm. And I myself am also a youth minister, been ministering to youth and people. Whew, I'm getting old, y'all. It'll be 15 years this year. Okay. So very involved with the church, very involved with the community and with the people. And in a nutshell, that's who I am. Some people call me Darriah. A lot of people call me Zippity, Z, or whatever. Just as long as you get one of those letters in, I know you're talking to me.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Zip. I like Zip.
You like Zip? Zip with two P's, okay?
Okay.
Two P's.
Okay. Now you said serial entrepreneur. I never heard it put that way before. So if you could, you know what I'm saying, give me your definition of a serial entrepreneur.
A serial entrepreneur is, I don't just do one thing. I don't just start up one thing. So I just told you I have the Power Within LLC. I have So Springfield Sisters LLC. I have the Intercessor's Heart. That's a outreach. We go out, we feed the homeless. We pray every Tuesday night. Like, I am a serial entrepreneur. That means I'm doing multiple things.
Right. Okay. So let me put it to you like this. Okay, like a serial killer, they're a serial killer because it's more than the killing form. They get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So when you start up all these businesses, is everyone a passion project or is everyone for profit? Is everything like how I can flip a dollar? Is it or when you start up a business, what goes into the mindset of the choosing the business?
That's a great question. I appreciate that. Everything is from passion. It has never been, it's never been profit for me. It's always been passion. I've always had a heart for people, a heart for helping. I've just always been that person. So things come natural to me. They come naturally to me to help, naturally to pour into other folks. And so from that passion, people start, oh, well, can I pay you? Can I give you something? And I'm like, no, you're not going to pay me to help. And they're like, well, you invest so much of yourself, like I have to. So from passion, it prompted me to create a plan. And with that plan, I've been able to develop different things along the way.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you, we're not going to get into your age and none of that, but you said you've been doing this for 15 years. So before that, was you like on a career path and you decided to do this serial entrepreneurship, or
so that's gonna make
did you
me
hit the ground running with your like someone
that's
high
gonna
school,
make me get into my age.
I'm
not ashamed of my age. I'm not one of those.
Okay, well,
I will be 30 years old this year.
Okay, wow, me too.
Oh, well, come on here, 90s baby, 91.
Yep, 12:30.
12:30.
Yep.
Up 10:16.
Okay. He beat me just by a little bit.
Just a little bit, but all that matters is I beat you, okay?
Hey, I ain't in no rush to get to this one.
Listen, so yeah, so it's crazy. Obviously that means I was 15. I started preaching a week before my 15th birthday. So I have been in church all of my life because my grandfather is a pastor. My mom's actively involved in church. My father is a deacon. And So obviously I was always there. And so I tell people I may have grown up in church, but the church didn't necessarily grow up in me. So, meaning I didn't always know why I was there, what it meant, different things like that. But asking questions, getting my own understanding, my own walk, my own spiritual growth and development led me to other things. And that's how I got into ministry.
I'm sorry, you said your father was the pastor?
My father's a deacon, and my grandfather, so his dad.
So that was nothing like you guys didn't come home, you know what I'm saying, after church and was like, this is, you know what I'm saying, you guys gotta know this. If anybody gets supposed to know this, y'all, it was never like that. It was just church on Sundays and then come home and back to regular scheduled business.
It's family time. Like, it was church on Sundays, after church, family time. Mama gonna cook, we gonna hang out, we gonna watch TV. Don't let it be a sports game on, because it's gonna be a lot of hollering and talking and playing, because that's what we do, just family time. So it was never like forced upon me. Now I will say one thing about my mom, she's hilarious. She'll tell people that she beat me into the gospel. I'm like, I didn't get that many. I didn't get that many whoopings, but I got quite a few. But she always wanted us to know what we believed. So there are many times where we have to study different things ourselves. And her favorite line was to write her a 1-page essay about a topic and give biblical examples. I'm like, are you crazy? But yeah, it wasn't forced upon me though.
Okay. We're going to get right back into the business, but I got one more question. Just with you growing up in the church the way you did, did you, when they said, or like finding your own way, did you ever come to a point when it's like maybe you was like looking at a different religion, or was it always based on the religion you grew up with?
I think on a daily, even as an adult, you always find yourself wondering and asking questions. And the one thing I love about my papa, who was the bishop, he always encouraged us to seek ourselves. And so that asking questions, he'll tell you, just because you ask a question doesn't mean you're no longer saved, doesn't mean you no longer believe in God. Sometimes life comes along and it'll make you question everything. And so I did not dibble and dabble, but I've always done my own research and looked into other religions, and even went as far back to see like when they started up and how they started their stories. And even in college, I took world religion classes. So I want to say I'm very educated on my religious beliefs, but I'm very secure and have strong enough faith that other religions can't waver me. No matter what they throw at me, I'm always going to stand firm on what I believe, because I know why I believe.
Okay. And I'm sorry, that's just a curious question I had for somebody who grew up in the church. Is just, if you grew up in that faith, did you ever, you know what I'm saying, consider anything else? So we're going to get right back to the business. But okay, so you're a serial entrepreneur. You got all these businesses going on. Do you consider yourself a professional in any one of these businesses, or all of them? And is that one of the reasons, goes into one of the reasons why you started them up? Or is someone, when you were professional in one of them and you learned the other one, or how does that go?
Okay, so I like how you did that question. So it's crazy. If I can align the different things that I do, the one thing I'll say across the board that I'm a professional at would be organization. So with that organizational skill, problem solving, all of those soft skills and the things that I know how to do, it helps me in each area that I work in. Now, as far as the outreach with the communities and the building, the praying, all of that stuff, I would say, although it's ministry, I would say that's my professionalism. I've been doing it for so long. Experience taught me what school couldn't. Now, with the other areas, even with this Black business network that I'm building, this comes with lessons and learning along the way. So I consider myself professional, but I don't consider myself knowing everything about this, what do I want to call it? This segment that I'm in. Like, I'm growing and meeting people and trying to glean from other people every day on this business scene. And what I don't know, I want to surround myself with people who do know and don't mind sharing with me as well.
Exactly. And that's one of the things too I learned with because I'm big on that, you know what I'm saying? Networking. If I don't know something, I love for somebody to teach me. I don't got no problem with constructive criticism, none of that. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they be funny with the games, you know what I'm saying, and with the game and all that stuff like that. So with that, with you having all these businesses, how do you choose the people to involve and to have around you with just stuff like that being around?
It's so crazy because I always have people that are like, hey, I want to help, or hey, let me know if you need me. And I'm like, okay, hey, I need you. And then they no longer are saying, hey, it's bye-bye. They don't answer. So I've always seemed to be the person that do it all myself. And I learned that that is unrealistic and unhealthy. So with that do it all yourself mentality, I literally burned myself out. Quick story, in 2018, May 6th, Sunday morning, supposed to be getting ready for church. I got to teach Sunday school. I don't feel well. At my parents' house, I'm like, Mama, Daddy, something wrong. I don't feel well. Mama goes to the store, give me some medicine. Daddy comes in my room like, you okay? As I'm talking to him, he said, my head rolls back, I fall over, and I have a seizure. I have never had a seizure a day in my life. No history of it, no history in my family, but yet here I am having a seizure. And the ambulance came, take me to the hospital, and they're like, do you sleep? Like, what's your sleep pattern? Like, what do you do? Like, what's your job? And my dad was like, she don't get enough. Like, he went off. She don't sleep. All she do is this. She does this.
How much sleep was that? How much you remember how much sleep you was getting?
If I got 3-4 hours, night, I had a good night's rest.
That's me now. I need if I get a 4, I can make it. You know
Come on, like my doctor made me. I couldn't do nothing. Okay, I didn't go back to work. I couldn't do.
My thing is, I work a 9 to 5, so it's like I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't beat up 10 hours giving them my all and then get to my stuff and then be like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So like I gotta. If I get them some, I got to give myself some. Like I call that my slavery. This is my work. So that's what I definitely understand what you're saying. And it's definitely, it has its days when it catches up. So with that, so with you knowing that you needed, you know what I'm saying, that type of help and it came down to your health. What goes into choosing, you know what I'm saying, the type of people, you know what I'm saying? Because just because they're your cousin don't mean that they're a good accountant. Just because they're your auntie don't mean that they're a good seamstress. So how does it go? How do you go about picking and choosing the people that you allow into all these endeavors that you got going on?
Absolutely. And not only that, you have to be mindful that everybody can't put their hands on your items. Exactly. They can't put their hands on your dreams. They can't handle it. They'll fumble the ball, so to speak. Right. So you have to be careful who you even allow in, because I've learned that even the closest friends and family will get close enough to you to look like they're helping just to take your ideas and go. They learn enough to go do it themselves and no longer help you. Right. So with that being said, it really is at this point just wisdom, like just being in that spirit of discernment, just can read in that spirit and that energy. And I'm like, I see you. You may not know I see you, but I see you and I can see what you're up to and what you got going on. So I have people that are genuinely around me at this point. My circle has gotten so small. Like everybody be on social media saying things like that. And I hate that I even just said it because they post that stuff all the time. But my circle has gotten so small that it's easy to recognize who's truly there for me.
And I think that's a good thing. Like, I love that. That's one of the things I noticed, especially when I started my endeavor on my journey with the podcasting thing. Like at the beginning, I had my cover art. It was me and a group full of guys on the cover art. You know what I'm saying? People that don't got nothing to do with what's going on. And I'm attaching their names to stuff. Even, you know what I'm saying, I tried to involve them in it, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, it don't work out. So with that being said, out of all you're a serial entrepreneur, which one of these is your baby? Which one of these is your favorite? Which one of these, if they was like, if the man came in, the big man came from upstairs, was like, you doing to, hey, just pick one. Which one you be taking with you, and then which ones you giving away?
Okay, so hear me out. So the ministry portion, I don't consider that as.
No, we won't even count that, right? We won't count.
Okay, that. So then if we're separating,
we won't count the Lord's work. That don't.
Okay, all right. So if we're gonna take that out of the picture, then it's the one I'm doing now. It's the Power Within LLC. It's the Black Business Network. Okay. I love people. I love connecting with them and hearing about their dreams and aspirations and the small steps that they're taking, and they look back and they realize they've gone up a staircase. Like, okay, I love that.
Let's get more into that. So what exactly is that, and what services do it provide, or you know what I'm saying? What's the basis of it?
Okay, so the Power Within is, again, that's my baby. Mm-hmm. I'll even just start with the name. One time I was working at the job I was working at, that was, yeah, that one. At that job I was working at, we were doing a project with children. Mm-hmm. And I had my first graders at the time. And the project was about an acorn, like a seed. And we would tell the children, they gave them an acorn, and they would tell them in this curriculum, you're holding a forest in your hand. And then they learned about the seed itself, and how inside the seed, on the outside, there's a coat on the seed. On the inside is a water supply, their food supply. And what we had to teach the children was...
They was learning in first grade?
It was an after school program. There was an after school program, and we were like do different activities. But during the activity, this is what we told them. Mm-hmm. And so the main thing was everything this seed needs to grow is already within itself. It just has to be planted. And that thing like literally just never left me. And then I started to look at Black communities, and I started looking at these beautiful Black people and the different talents and skills that we have. And I was like, oh my goodness, everything we need to succeed is already within us. We just have to be planted in the right places and nurtured. And so the network itself is to connect. Instead of me learning how to do everything, why not connect with my fellow people within my community that already have that service? And as we're doing that, we succeed. In Black communities, we don't have anything that we own ourselves. And we travel outside of our neighborhoods to get whatever we want and don't put a dime back into our own communities. But here we are with a podcaster. We over here, we got a chef over here. We got a seamstress over here. We have a car detailer over here, a mechanic over there, but yet we won't work together. And so my motto and my saying to other Black business owners within this room, everything we need to succeed as a Black people, as a Black community, is literally within this room. Mm-hmm. And that's what I say when I go different places, to let them know we got to do better. We got to work on ourselves so others can see us working together.
Okay. And then I see us working together more in the future, because that's one of the things slightly with my platform, why I created my platforms, because I noticed like I see people all around me doing, you know what I'm saying, great things, like property owners before they 30 and stuff, like business owners and stuff like that before they're 30. But I go on the news and you don't see none of this type of no type of stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But they'll talk about all the violence. And even though the violence and stuff is a reality in our city, is also, you know what I'm saying, the stuff we talked about, the success stories and the entrepreneurs that's going on that don't get enough attention at all. So what you're doing is a beautiful thing, and I guarantee you it's going to blossom to whatever you envision it to be. So with that being said, if you don't mind me asking, what is your vision for it? And when you sit back at the end of the day and put your feet up and you be like, oh, I'm done, I'm complete, what will it look like? Is it, and I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Do you guys, is it a whole citywide thing, or do you have target neighborhoods that you target specifically?
So right now, it literally, it's still in the groundworks. Like, I'm still building. So right now, if I'm trying to get the people, before I can get a community or before we can get a business, we got to get the minds and the hearts of the people. So right now I'm networking and connecting, and it will be a citywide thing starting out. Like I am targeting Chicago. I live in the Austin area. I'm trying to connect with some leaders over there. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but they're working on the Soul City corridor in the Austin area, where they're trying to help people, Black business owners, buy up a strip, properties up this certain strip, and put Black businesses within this area. So I'm trying to get to the table on that and see what's going on, because I would love to be a part of the ground work with that. So with that being said, right now, it's literally, if you're in Chicago or the neighboring areas, when I do different events, I just invite you out. I'm a West Sider, so most of my events are typically on the west side of Chicago.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We in there. All right. So before I get you out of here, when it's all said and done, what is your vision for all your entrepreneurship endeavors? Do you want to have a Amazon type deal? You want to have a mall? Do you want to have your own strip? What's your vision for it all?
Yes, all that. Listen, all that.
All of them.
Essentially, what I want, I used to joke on Facebook, which is funny how you can just keep speaking things, that I would be the Black Mrs. Angie List.
I don't even know what that is.
Miss Angie List, you know, like Craigslist and eBay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Angie's List, she had her own type thing where you can sign up for her account and find, I'm looking for a plumber in this area, and you get you a plumber. So it was just like searching for an ad, but this lady was known to, I guess, vet the people on her list and whatever. And so I started jokingly telling my friends, I'm gonna be the Miss Black Angie List. Angie List who? And it started to happen. People would like inbox me like, hey, do you know a welder? No. And I'm like, why would they ask me that? And then when I realized, like, oh, I do know different people in different areas that I would never know how to do. And I started connecting them like, hey, such and such need you for this. Are you available? Hit them up. I started doing things like that. And so essentially the vision I have for it is a brick and mortar. It would be a business center where we can host conferences, or you can just come in and do a little meeting here. It would be business consultations where I have a team that'll help you literally start your business from the ground. Getting everything to legalize your business. A lot of us have all these businesses, but no credentials behind it. So I want to help people move in the right direction, not to just say, oh, I have my own this and on that, but it's not registered with the state. So you don't have it yet till you get everything legalized. So I help my mom. My mom is a caterer. My dad's a photographer.
I might have to get up with you, because I'm doing my photographer thing. I need to make that stuff legit, like for real.
I'm just saying, and we have to have these conversations. Like you said, it's about helping. I'm not opposed to helping, but I am opposed to doing the work for you. I have people all the time, can you tell me how to make t-shirts? No, you don't even know what the heat press is. How about you go do your research and then come holler at me later?
Right.
You have to do your own research. You can't expect me to walk for you. I can show you how to take the steps, but I can't walk for you. And so I just want to do that. I want to help. I want to get properties and help people become property owners and teach them, as I'm learning myself, how to have extra streams of income. Not 10 jobs, but 10 streams of income. Okay. Right. There's a difference.
Yeah, because I was just on YouTube a couple weeks ago trying to find out the difference between a trademark and LLC, and if I need to be trademarked and if I need to be LLC, and then you can LLC in every state. So it's like, I don't know. We definitely gonna have to have another conversation off air. But before I get you up out of here, for anybody who may be watching or listening to this podcast, what can they connect with you if they want to get into anything that you got going on?
They can search me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Oh, and Twitter. No, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram is The Power Within Shy, CHI. The Power Within Shy. If you search that on Facebook, on YouTube, or Instagram, you're going to find TPW in black and gold. You're going to find that. On Instagram, it's TPW_CHI. TPW_CHI.
Okay, Zip. Well, like I said, I appreciate your time. I definitely understand how valuable it is, especially with all your serial entrepreneurship going on. Appreciate you for blessing the show with your time and your knowledge. I love to have you back. Like I said, I got more questions, even because you had let me know about more stuff that I even knew you had going on. So I love to have you back.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Let me know when you need me. You can hit me up off air and we can talk further.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you enjoy your weekend, but definitely about the LLC and the trademark thing. That's something I need to get on top of immediately. But
absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Activate.
All right.